Hello everyone. Today's topic is congestion control and routing of data communication and computer network of computer science and engineering department. So first we proceed towards congestion. What is congestion? A state occurring in network layer when the message traffic is so heavy that it slows down network response time. It is called congestion. So what are the effects of congestion? As delay increases, performance decreases. If delay increases, retransmission occurs, making situation worse. So how we control congestion? There are two algorithms to control congestion. First is leaky bucket algorithm and second is token bucket algorithm. So in leaky bucket algorithm, we consider an example. Imagine a bucket with a small hole in the bottom. No matter at what rate water enters the bucket, the outflow is at constant rate. When the bucket is full with additional water, entering spills over the sides and is lost. हम एक एग्जाम्पल कंसिडर करेंगे अपना घर का. हमारे घर का टैंक जिसमें वाटर आता है, 2 टाइम आता है एट पार्शियल रेट, बट हम यूज कैसे करते हैं उसको, कांस्टेंट फ्लो का. सो ये बकेट भी ऐसे काम कर रहा है. इसमें पार्शियल रेट से वाटर आ रहा है एंड कांस्टेंट आउटफ्लो के थ्रू जा रहा है. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड लीकी बकेट एल्गोरिथम. Similarly, each network interface contains a leaky bucket and the following steps are involved in leaky bucket algorithm. Now we see the algorithm how leaky bucket works. First is when host want to send packet is thrown into the bucket. The bucket leaks at a constant rate, meaning the network interface transmit packets at a constant rate. Then the bursty traffic is converted to a uniform traffic by the leaky bucket. In practice, the bucket is a finite queue that outputs a finite rate. Okay, second is token bucket algorithm. So what is the need of token bucket algorithm? First we tell about what is the need, and then we considered about the steps of leaky token bucket algorithm. So the leaky bucket algorithm enforces output pattern at the average rate, no matter how bursty the traffic is. So in order to deal with the bursty traffic, we need a flexible algorithm so that the data is not lost. So one such algorithm is the token algorithm. We see the diagram of token bucket algorithm. Before host computer, one token is added to the bucket at every del t and at network, and in the second the host computer directly fill the bucket with the packet and it goes to the network. So this is token bucket algorithm. One more example of token bucket algorithm is that fan has a constant flow of electricity. So this is also considered as an example of token bucket algorithm. Steps in token bucket algorithm are: in regular intervals, tokens are thrown into the bucket. The bucket has a maximum capacity. If there is a ready packet, a token is removed from the bucket and the packet is sent. If there is no token in the bucket, the packet cannot send. So this is called token bucket and leaky bucket, and this is our congestion control algorithms. So our next topic is routing. Now we proceed towards routing. When a device has multiple paths to reach a destination, it always selects one path by preferring it over others. The selection process it terms as routing. Routing is done by special network devices called routers, or it can be done by means of software processors. So in routing, we go from source to destination, as we all know, but we consider only that route that is short and that is time consuming. Routers can be statically configured or dynamically learned. One route can be configured or be preferred over others. So routing is of 3 types: unicast routing, broadcast routing, and multipass routing. So first we discuss about unicast routing. So most of the traffic on the internet and internet known as unicast data or unicast traffic is sent with specified destination. Here is the diagram of unicast routing. This is source and this is destination. there are so many ways to go from source to destination, but in unicast routing we have decided to go from one route. So this is called unicast, which have only one route to go from source to destination. Second is broadcast routing. By default, the broadcast packets are not routed and forwarded by the routers on any router. A router creates a data packet and then sends it to each host one by one. In this case, the router creates multiple copies of single data packet with different destination addresses. All packets are sent as unicast, but because they are sent to all, it simulates as a router rate broadcasting. Here is source, here is destination. We have so many ways to go from source to destination. So what is the use of broadcast? One packet goes from source to destination from multiple ways. So single copy of packet goes to all the destination destination. So this is called broadcast routing. And the third one is multicast broadcasting. Multicast routing is special one of broadcast routing with significant differences and challenges. The router must know that there are nodes with which to receive multicast packets, then only it should forward. Multicast routing works spanning tree to protocol to avoid looping. It uses also reverse path forwarding technique to detect and discard duplicates and loops. So we have source, we have destination. So we have two ways to go from go to source and destination, that is here and here. So this is called multicast broadcasting. Thank you.